Okie dokie, today we are checking out this game, Expeditions Rome. It's a game that you can get. Well, you can get the demo from Steam right now. The full release is, I believe, on the 20th of January 2022. So this is a good opportunity for everybody, including myself, to check out what this game has to offer and what we can expect from the full release. So let's begin. I already played like the first 15 minutes to check out how it looks like when I'm recording and so on. So just double checking everything should work and look nice. So we're gonna begin from the start.
In the year of Lucius Licinius Lucullus, Rome was prosecuting several wars of self-defense, most notably in Greece, where Lucullus himself was commanding the legions. With everyone's gaze directed at the provinces, few could have known that a seemingly inauspicious event in Rome would become the central fulcrum around which the fate of the Republic would turn. The paterfamilias of a venerable patrician house had passed away unexpectedly, and a senator by the name of Vitellius Scaevola had made a bid for the hand of his eldest child. His widow alone believed that Scaevola had poisoned her husband and now strove to take his place and claim his property through marriage. Acting in secret, the widow arranged for her youngest child to be taken out of their villa in the dead of night and smuggled out of Rome.
Okay, so character creation. We can be a male or a female. In Roman society, women were not given first names. Interesting. So we can't have a first name if we play as a woman. Well, but we can have a family name and a nickname. So, I mean, do we want to play as a woman? I guess we can. Okay, well, you'll do. Let's check out the faces now. We have 3 hairstyles to choose from. Not not a lot to choose from. We have the hair color, and then we can be very short, average, or tall, or very tall. The music is very loud for whatever reason in this game. Even though I change it from 100% to 15%, I think, it's still really loud. Okay, so now each of these 3 perks unlocks unique dialogue options to persuade other people in different situations. Think about what kind of character you want to roleplay. This music is killing me. Unfortunately, I don't think I can change it right now. Okay, so we've got the first one, the art of using the power of your authority to get your way. The second one is about convincing based on logical arguments, and the third one is stirring rhetoric or emotional manipulation, which is the one that we're gonna choose. Okay, difficulty. We've got easy, normal, hard, and insane based on different historic figures from the Roman Empire. I guess I'm gonna choose this one. I would like to try this one, but because this is the first time and I'm just checking out the game, Well, I don't see the point in, you know, doing that. It would just slow us down. And then Iron Man is obviously probably, we're just playing on one save. What's combat death? Permanent death of party members if they bleed out during combat. Interesting. Well, we'll leave it like that for now. Because I don't know what this game, how challenging this game is.
Did you hear me, Domina? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else. Our departure was very sudden, I know. But do not dwell on the past. Better to focus on what's coming at you. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer. Indeed. In his defense, there are many islands on this sea, and they mostly look the same. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. He told me his name is Geminus.
That's an interesting captain of a ship that can't really tell if we're approaching our destination or not, because all the islands look the same. Okay. So here only one option is available based on what we chose earlier.
You do have a way of speaking to people's emotions. I'm sure he'll be more helpful to you. You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his timely appearance at the villa. Thank you for bringing me along. It will be wonderful to see my homeland again.
Okay, goals. The quest markers point you towards your mandatory objectives. Okay, if they are red. And the black ones are optional. Yep, understood. And we can control the camera. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, pretty good. Here we are on a boat, sailing towards Lesbos. This is a lot of freedom from a game like this in terms of camera movement, and the game looks really good. Like, I think the details are very good. Look at that. Well, his face is a bit weird. Maybe it's the light, I guess. Yeah, it looks gorgeous. Well, at least this ship. Okay, let's move.
You found your sea legs quickly, Domina.
That's right.
You handle the sea better than most. I'm glad. You are not my subordinate. Please, call me Kaiser, if it isn't too familiar. Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements with the consul. You will, of course, not participate in the war in any capacity. You are a woman. That is completely out of the question. One word of advice. I know Lucullus is a friend of your family, but remember, he is the consul, elected by the people to rule all of Rome. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men. I had a brief talk with that gladiator who boarded before us, just to make sure he won't give us any trouble. He seems to have vanished, though. The young man over there, Gaius, is apparently the nephew of the other consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta. He's here to become a tribunus, a mostly ornamental position intended for young patricians to learn about military affairs. For many years I was the primus pellus of Legio Prima Italica, which he commands. He needed someone he could trust to get you out of Rome and keep you safe.
Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
Solway. It is a pleasure. I am Gaius Julius Caesar.
Really? Well, you do look like him.
Not at all. But keep in mind, I'm not the most experienced soldier either. I was born in Rome, but they say my family is from Alba Longa. To be honest, this will be my first proper battle. I did study a lot though, and therefore I am well versed in matters of strategy and tactics.
Right, so these are the early days of Caesar as a Roman soldier, I guess.
That's a long story, my friend. Suffice to say, the powers that be are not fond of me. I have decided that staying in Rome could be, shall we say, hazardous to my health.
Oh yeah, they would. More than you can imagine. More than you believe. Okay, well, it was nice meeting you.
I heard she's running from a senator who wants her dead.
Be careful and watch your back, is all I can say.
What is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
What? Yes, Geminus. So, I'm a little preoccupied. Ah, thank you. I work hard to keep her in good condition. We should be at our destination just after midday, so please enjoy the rest of your journey. Wait. Ah, shit. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram!
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you're as formidable a woman as Lucullus said. Gaius, are you all right?
I'm fine, Centurio.
Okay, fight time.
Let's get these pirates off our
Preparation.
ship.
Before combat begins, you will often have time to organize your Praetorians into a formation within an area highlighted in blue. Click on one of your Praetorians, then click where you want them placed. Okay. Put your heavy infantry in front and your archers and support behind them. Okay. So, during combat, characters can take actions in any order. Okay. For example, you could move a ranged character a few hexes towards an enemy, shoot, and then move back again. Okay, I see. You can swap between characters. You can move, another character can move and attack, and then the first character can attack as well. Okay, so there is like a total freedom of choice in terms of who moves, when they move, and what actions they can do. So our character, Furia, doesn't seem like she's that. You look like you're being, like you look like you're wearing heavy armor. Okay, his resistances are definitely better. 00127. Yeah, okay, so you will be here. What about you? Oh, you've got some status. Strong. 25% of the character's shield strength is restored at the beginning of their turn. Okay. So Caesar is using a bow. Maybe I'll put him here. And then I guess this is fine. Right? Okay, it should be fine. To attack an enemy, select which skill to use. Each skill cannot be used more than once per turn. Many skills require your action point to use. Some have limited charges. Okay. So let's start from the top. Okay, I can't control this guy. He's just an ally, I guess. So what do we have here? Slash. Three to 5 damage. Can hit an enemy on the target's left. Shield push. Okay, it deals damage and then pushes the target 1 hex away. And we've got brace. Regain 2 stacks of strong. But where can I see those stacks? That's his movement. That's not entirely sure where those stacks are. But anyway. Concussive strike. Good damage. Armor shred. Applies weakened. Okay, this has longer range, 2 hexes. And my character, slash again. And punch, okay. And then what can you do, Caesar? Piercing damage, so I'm assuming it passes through armor. Applies harried. Minus 10 to all resistances, minus 25% damage. Crippling shot, minus 50% movement. Deflected by shields, okay. Do you have shields? No, we don't. This guy's surrounded over there. And we've got a skill interrupt, 6 to 11 piercing damage, so that's pretty good. Knock an arrow and wait for an enemy to move within a 120-degree cone in front of you. Then shoot that enemy. So it deals a lot of damage. But it's not immediate, right? They have to move. Alright, well, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. Why don't you go here? And you can go here. You attack. You attack. Untrained enemies. Whenever you kill or incapacitate an untrained enemy, untrained character, such as civilians or militia, the character who dealt the final blow will regain their attack action. Well, that's pretty good. So he can give some extra movement. Or he can approach someone and attack. But if he goes here, I fear that he will be surrounded. Or maybe I'll think about him later. Okay. Why don't you go here and attack? And then you... Is that enough to kill? Cannot see target. Okay. Okay, that's enough to kill. So now you got your action point back. So if you go here... Oh, target must be more than 1 hex away, so you can't attack targets that are close. Well, let's do that.
You're deadly with that thing. I've lived other lives before this one.
And then I'm assuming you can kill it, right? Oh, kill the guy, I meant, not it. Any status effects applied to a character will show up in their tooltip. The number indicates the remaining duration. The bars indicate how severe the effect is. Positive blue, negative red, neutral black. Okay. Okay, so he's not dead. That's not good. He survived with 1 HP. And then I can see he's crippled. Okay, it's not ideal. I'm kind of worried about this guy now. Nothing else I can do. Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Up there!
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
Oh, that was pretty good. So now we've got an extra guy. Precise stab. 1 to 5 piercing damage. Generates 1 focus. What's focus? Generates 2 focus. Sheath. 1 to 3 piercing damage. Make a quick offhand attack at half damage, which does not cost an action point. Okay. Oh, but this needs 3 focus. Okay. Well, the first thing is how I can save this guy. And honestly, I don't think I can. Well, if this guy goes here, kills this guy. He goes here. Push this guy. You go here. Well, you're the weakest of all of them, so I don't want to give you an action point. Cannot see target. What? Okay, now you can see. 47 damage. That's enough. Good. 3 to 5. And he's got 4. So now we're gambling. Wait. So you do this. Oh. Why don't you move here? Then you use this skill. Good. And now, because you're hurt, why did you just go there and hide? Alright, maybe we'll kill this guy. Good, perfect. Now we have this guy. You're pretty healthy. So go here. And use this. But how can I use it? Okay, now he's ready to fire. And you...
This is all too easy.
can do this. I think that's it. There's nothing else you can do. Okay. Perfect. Good.
Every man for himself.
Good shot there.
We're nearly done.
Now he's panicked. Oh yeah, I thought you would get an action point, but this guy is not completely dead. Oh, he's not... He probably didn't have that pawn sign, hence why he's not dead. Okay, perfect.
Back to Neptune's asshole, barbarians. The Triarchus ran us straight into the pirate ambush spear. Allow me to execute him right here and right now. This traitor must be working with them.
Well, that's not a lot of evidence, is it?
Don't be naive. This was no random attack. They were out for blood.
It is quite unusual for pirates to attack any ship, let alone a heavily armed Roman galley. They prefer to attack lightly defended coastal towns instead. It's less risky and more profitable.
Well, let's go talk to the man.
Geminos, you steered us into a trap.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I had nothing to do with it, I promise. They came out of nowhere.
Silence! You utter nonsense! By Mars, it is the sea! How can anyone come from?
We cannot execute a man based on no evidence. Besides, we need our Triarchus to make it safely ashore.
What do you say, kid? What do you think we should do?
We are close to our destination, and we can reach it without him. If there is a possibility that he is working with the enemy, we cannot risk to let him live. Mercy, doubt, hesitation. These are all openings that the enemy can exploit to kill. This man's value to us is far less than a threat.
If I could only hear you over this loud music.
We are, many of us, important people, on our way to join the action against Lesbos. Is it not conceivable that the rebels heard of us? The Kingdom of Pontus is known to sponsor pirates, to harass and weaken Rome. I do not believe we have any reason to suspect our Triarchus of colluding with them.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Very well. We shall spare his life. But remember, mercy is a luxury you will not always be able to afford.
A wise choice, my friend. Killing the Triarchus of our ship in the middle of the sea would have been inconvenient, indeed.
Thank you. If you ever again need the help of a skilled navigator, I am at your service.
Rowers, up the tempo! Keep your eyes open.
Okay, now we can choose our class. So what do we have here? Viles? Okay, so the subclass is Assassin, Duelist, or Brawler. Interesting. Then we have... I'm not gonna read these names because I'm gonna fail. But anyway, this is a heavy armor our shield class. The most straightforward class to play. And then I can be a defender, focused on survivability, protecting allies, charge into the fray and excel at using their shields. And veterans, block down enemies, resist. Okay, I think I get that. And we've got an archer, marksmen, hunters, snipers, and then we've got like Triarius or whatever, which is like a spear class. And then okay, it's a medic, flag bearer, or a destroyer. I'm thinking between an assassin and just this class. I think I'm just gonna go with this one here. Oh, and we've got abilities here. Okay, we've seen that one. Frighten. -10 to morale. Oh, knockdown. Okay, crowd control is always good. %100% critical chance for the next attack. Okay, so that's the focus class. Yeah, seen that one. Tactical advance. The character will not incur attacks of opportunity. Okay, so I'm assuming if I'm moving near a enemy, they can attack me. So that's pretty good. Then we have interrupt. Yep, seen that one from Caesar. Quick shot, yeah, and then ranging shot. Okay. So it's an AoE. And then here, we have seen that one. Warhorn. Just a buff. 25% damage. This sounds good though. Well, I'm just gonna go with this one. And I'm just gonna take the crowd control skill. Oh, only one, sure.
Gentlemen, Domina, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. With an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply, then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus's war camp, the heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry. A word.
Shall I leave you alone, Domini?
Stay, Zoe. Your help might be necessary. Shifty? No. I'm trying to be discreet. I want to make sure we're on the same page. You're not here to fight.
But I wanna fight.
Your mother has sent you here to be kept safe, away from your family's enemies. To be honest, I don't think it is wise to send one's daughter to war. Actually, I think it's insane. But what I think is unimportant. My job is to protect you. Of course.
Well, so here we are in the camp. Let's just have a look at the camp. Looks pretty nice. Lots of Lots of nice details. Maybe I'll get some better gear here. I mean, that would be nice. Right.
Domina. Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. You ought to keep this in mind. Besides a good wine, a warm bath, and a thorough massage, not much. Thank you. But you should think about yourself, Domina.
Salwe. I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well. I noticed it. You may ask, and I may answer or not. You will fail again and cause the death of someone you care about. And that death will be your doing. Mark my words. They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator, but I don't understand what that means. Ah, like a king, but temporary. Free of the tyranny of kings, perhaps Romans prefer other kinds of tyranny.
Okay. Oh. So we've got quests. Yep. Completed quests. Party management. Character stats. Okay. Combat stats. Perks, yep. So we've got 40 experience, no armor. The damage of every incoming attack is reduced by target's armor value. Okay. Does not apply to damage blocked by shields, and critical damage bypasses it as well. Okay, good to know. When health reaches 0, the character is incapacitated and will begin to bleed out. So not dead. Yeah, movement. 1 hex for each point of movement. Oh, I've got shield strength. Okay. Resistances, sure. And that's the perk that I chose. Okay, what are your perks? Sure. Right. So this is how they. This is the system for loyalty system, or whatever you want to call it, in this game. We already saw that based on that first decision whether to spare the guy who supposedly led the pirates to us. I'm pretty sure I saw some approval and disapproval there. Okay, perks. Downgrades the deterioration risk of any untreated injury. Okay, that's pretty good. Reacts twice as strongly to all actions that they approve of. Okay, cool. We've got this guy. Open-minded to people and other cultures. Sure. Humble. Oh, and his last personality perk is being sexist, which, considering his first two perks are being open-minded and humble, seems a bit weird, but that's okay. Dislikes when you treat the opposite gender as equals. Okay. Interesting. So I guess he doesn't like me by default. Self-treatment. He can he can heal himself without a penalty. Treatment speed, I don't know how treatment works yet. And he's a doctor. Okay. And the last guy, the gladiator. Honest and arrogant. Warmongering. So he's aggressive, he likes when we fight. Recruiter. A talent recruiter will dramatically increase the chance of new recruits. Matching the level of skill of the... okay. A strong constitution downgrades the deterioration risk of any untreated injury by 1 severity level. It's the same as you? Yep. Okay, skills. The skills screen is where you purchase class skills and assign those skills to your hotbar. Okay. So these are the skills. Passive skills with a circle, active skills with a square. Yep. So at the moment we don't have any points on anybody. So it's just the skills that we've already seen. We've got inventory. All unequipped items are here. Oh, yes, nothing. Okay, filters, yeah. Equipment slots. Okay. So, can I take this from him? No, I can't. Oh, okay. What about his other items? Some weapons or weapon combinations offer more skills than is possible to assign. If you wish to assign a new skill, drag it. Okay. So now he has new skills because I removed his shield. And I can give that shield to myself. Now I have that. Okay, well, it's better if I have the shield then, because I don't have any other skills. I can't wear these. At least he's got some other skills. He's got aid. If used on a fellow Praetorian who is incapacitated, they will stop bleeding out. Provokes attack of opportunity. Removes bleeding, removes burning, removes knockdown, removes stunned. Intimidate. Causes enemies to lose 25 morale. So you're better off without a shield, because at least you can do something. I can't. What if I take your sword? Oh, you've got another one. Yeah, give me that sword. Oh, that's a two-hand weapon. And then you can have that. Not fully understand. I don't understand how it fully works. You can have that now. So what do you lose? Just that. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, keep that. And then you can keep the spear with sucker punch. throw sand. And then aid, which we've seen. Distracting blow. Soothe pain. Interesting. Well, wouldn't it be better if maybe you take this and then you take this? Oh, it's a staff. You can't use it. Okay, fine. You can treat injured Praetorians here. No one's injured. Okay, that was the party management menu. Fine. Don't see anybody else with a that red mark. So I guess I can just go
How
here.
long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Service with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris.
It'll be tragic.
By Jupiter, you are just as beautiful as your mother. This is the unique young woman I was telling you about, Thermos.
Unique, you say? Look, I understand you feel indebted to her father, but...
I don't want to hear but. You must trust me on this. She will be a great asset to my speculatoris. A special cohort assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
There will be ample opportunities for that, my young ward. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus, in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Iulius Calidus of my legion Speculatoris. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions. If you are fast, you may yet play a part in that. But for the assault to succeed, you must do this first. Prove yourself, and you will be able to name your companions. However, you will want Calidus on your team. Trust me. That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Defeating Pontus will require patience and caution. Regaining control of the Aegaeum Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' supply lines. Wait, are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, the leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith, Sextus, and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
Solway. Does it matter? For the sake of this discussion, let us say he was a traitor. In the end, we are triumphant and the pirates are dead. The Triarchus, if indeed he worked with them, now knows he picked the wrong side. In a war like this, allegiances are rarely about ideology. The common person wants nothing more than to be on the winning side, and we have shown Geminus that the winning side is ours. Interesting. I shall accept this as a compliment, but prepare to be disappointed. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, I shall try to be as helpful as I can. Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. I may have need for your help on a rather sensitive matter. That is good to hear. Keep in mind the matter I'm about to mention is rather personal in nature. Your discretion would be appreciated. I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. I believe it to be stolen by one of the Centuriones. I'm reasonably sure. The journal might be misplaced, but I find this to be improbable since I write regularly. I have seen a particular man walking out of my tent. As a matter of fact, I have already confronted him and he pretty much admitted his guilt. Pain comes in many forms, physical, emotional, and let us say that some men just enjoy inflicting pain in all forms. That I have already tried. He threatened me in a way. He said if I continue bothering him, he would read the contents of my journal publicly. I can stand by my decisions, and I'm proud of my actions. It's just that I don't want some donkey-headed brute reciting them in public. The Centurio is called Agrippa, I think. He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there. I thought perhaps you could convince him to hand over my journal. Needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate if you'd refrain from reading it.
Okay, let's go and get his journal. That's the guy we're looking for. But before we
pirates are getting bolder.
Speak to him,
They
in case
attacked
we have
another
to
one of our
fight,
galleys this
maybe
morning.
we speak to this
What
guy.
are you doing walking around with weapons like that, girl?
This is the second time his galley's been attacked, and yet he still lives.
Well, if he said it, I guess I'm obliged to make it true. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it. I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's Centuriones. You'll have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
Interactive objects. To see which objects you can interact with, press highlight. Highlight all. Key. Click on the equipment on the table, collect the contents or dismantle it for salvage. Okay. And then we can use that to craft new equipment. So... But what's the highlight all key? Also... Yeah, my music is so low. The music volume is so low. I can't believe how loud it was. Controls. Load all. Toggle highlights. Maybe that's the one. V. Oh, there it is. We've got a spear, a sword, shield, and some armor. Let's take it all. Okay, so that is good. Now we've got a better shield. You can have your shield back. Got a sword. 3 to 5. Yeah, I don't understand. Right. Why did these change? Oh. Oh, okay. So they have their own skills. And then I can see them. I get it now. So this one has piercing thrust. Must be wielding spear and shield. Ah, okay. I get it now. Oh, I get it now. Well, let's keep it like that. Can I give this to anybody? Don't think so. Well, maybe I've changed my mind. You keep that. Then maybe I'm better off with that spear. Oh, we'll give it a try. Offensive strike. Okay, well, let's wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now talk to this guy.
We're in the middle of something, Domina. What do you want? This? Ah, well, this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew, who thinks of himself as the greatest commander history has ever seen. Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again? I find that highly unlikely. You'll have to try something else.
So I can't convince him because that's not the option that I chose. The only option seems to be to pay.
For this worthless drivel? Now that's a bargain. Take it.
Well, I hope I'll get my money back from Caesar. Oh, also, can I read it? Don't think so. Let's just give it back to him then.
Solway, I see you've successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you managed it? You paid out of your own pocket. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'm literally in your debt. Let no one ever say Gaius Julius Caesar owes money. Here, take it. One last question before we're done. Did you read my journal? That is the most virtuous thing to do, and I expected nothing less of you. Thank you, my friend.
Cool.